Heartbreak hurts. It cuts deeper than most people realize, whether it's the sudden end of a relationship you thought was forever, the silence of a friend who used to be your lifeline, or the absence of someone you thought would always stay. Heartbreak reaches places in your soul that few things ever touch. And it's okay to admit that. Even Jesus wept. When his friend Lazarus died, Jesus didn't put on a brave face or pretend it didn't hurt. He stood at the tomb, surrounded by mourning, and Jesus wept. He felt the weight of loss, the sting of separation, and the ache of human sorrow. So if you're hurting right now, don't think it means you're weak. It means you're human, and more than that, it means you're not alone. But here's a hard truth, one that doesn't always feel good at first. Sometimes God allows heartbreak to do what comfort never could. Not because he delights in your pain, not because he's cruel or distant, but because he sees what you can't. He knows the things you thought would complete you were never meant to carry that weight. He knows the relationships you clung to might have slowly pulled you away from him, little by little. And in his mercy, not his anger, he steps in, that person you cried out for, the one you begged him to let stay. Maybe they would have become your idol. Maybe they would have dulled your hunger for his presence. Sometimes we pour all our love, energy, and identity into something or someone, and before we even notice, they've taken God's place in our heart. But only God is meant to be your everything. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. He doesn't stand at a distance when your heart is shattered. He draws near. He steps into the pain with you. He doesn't rush your healing or minimize your loss. He sits with you in the silence. He counts every tear. And when you're ready, sometimes even before, you'll sense his gentle voice reminding you, this breaking is not the end. It might actually be the beginning. Romans 5:3-5 says that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. That means every tear, every ache, every sleepless night, it's not wasted. God is forming something in you through this pain. He's shaping a softer heart that loves deeper, a faith that holds tighter when life falls apart, a strength that doesn't come from pretending to be okay, but from learning to lean on him when you're not. You may feel like you lost everything, but maybe you were being rescued from something that would have cost you more than you knew. You may feel like you're completely empty, but maybe God is clearing out the clutter to make space for something eternal. And if you're still waiting for healing, if the ache hasn't eased yet, take heart. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. The same hands that allowed the breaking are the hands that will hold you through it. And one day, you'll look back and realize you didn't just survive. You were rebuilt, better, stronger, whole. So no, God doesn't waste heartbreak. He uses it. He works through it. And sometimes heartbreak isn't the end of your story. It's how he begins to write a better one.